Welcome to the series Points to Ponder, Little Stories for the Soul. Growing up, my uncle introduced me to the wonderful world of magazines and books, where stories and reflections and everyday wisdom first taught me to look a little deeper at life. This series is a gentle tribute to him and to the timeless tradition of pausing long enough to ponder life more deeply. Each episode is a short reflection drawn from life and lived experience. Because sometimes the smallest stories leave us with the deepest things to ponder. So, wherever you may be listening from, thank you for being here. And now, let's ponder together. Today's reflection is called Dare to Dream Anyway. A few weeks ago, I was sitting in a coffee shop when I noticed an elderly gentleman at the table next to me. He was wrestling with his smartphone. Now, wrestling might be too gentle a word. He was poking and sighing and muttering to himself. At one point, he held the phone up at arm's length as though distance might improve the relationship between him and his smartphone. There was a younger man sitting next to him, his grandson, I later discovered, who sat patiently with him. "Press there, Grandpa." No, not there. That's WhatsApp." No, you've just opened the camera." And again, they went on together. Eventually, the gentleman placed the phone on the table, folded his arms, and announced with great conviction, "Oh, I'm too old for this." I smiled because I think most of us have said some version of those words. Not necessarily about technology, about life in general. "I'm too old to change careers." "Oh, I'm too old to write that book." "Oh, I'm too old to start again." "No, I'm too old to fall in love and too old to dream." And yet, a few moments later, the old gentleman picked up the phone and tried again and again and again. I sat there watching, amused, a little relatable, and by the time I had left, he still hadn't mastered the smartphone. But something about his experience impacted me, and that was his willingness to remain a beginner. Because somewhere along the way, many of us stop allowing ourselves to be beginners. We become experts instead. Experts at responsibility, experts at practicality, experts at explaining why now is not the right time for us. And yes, life does that. Life asks things of us. People need us, loss finds us, bills arrive with remarkable consistency every single month. Dreams are often asked to wait, but waiting and abandoning are not the same thing. I have come to believe that dreams are surprisingly patient. Well, the important ones anyway. They linger quietly, persistently, sometimes even for years, waiting for us to remember them. I don't know what dream may still be quietly waiting for you. Perhaps it's a business or that book that you need to write or a conversation you have to have, a journey you have got to take, or simply just choosing a different way of living. But perhaps tonight, after you hear me, you might want to spend a few minutes thinking about that dream, sharing a little space with it, just long enough to remember why you loved it in the first place. So until next time, I'm going to leave you with that point to ponder. Thank you for being here.